everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie if you are new, and today we have part 2 of the mid-year reset. Once again I've got my notes and my pen so that I can try and stay on topic. If you stuck with me for part 1, thank you. It was a long one. It got quite deep in places. And yeah, it was a lot. So we've done that now. We've been implementing some of the steps that I spoke about, and yeah, I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling much better cold-wise as well. I feel, touch wood, that it's finally kind of not shifted, but it's definitely going away. I had a couple of days this week where it was very prominent in my life. Sorry if the lighting goes really funny. I'm just sat by the window and the sun keeps coming in and out, which is why you're at a slightly different angle, because you're normally on the windowsill. Anyway, I digress. Grab yourself a beverage. Now, this isn't fitness girl beverage, but I feel like it's burning away the cold. So yeah, I have slick back wet hair today because I had a shower at lunchtime and I just haven't had a chance to dry it yet. I look a bit dishevelled because I've been a busy girl today. So we are ready to get going. Let me just check my settings. Yeah, we're ready to go. So let's get into it. Part 2 of the mid-year reset is all about home, being organised, so there's a lot of organisation going on, and career. Now, I'm going to start with career because I feel like it's the shortest one to kind of debrief on. So, obviously I've been doing my job now for the last 8 years where I work, and I love the job and the type of work that I do, but I've been doing it for 8 years. So yeah, I also don't want to, I don't think that's what I want to do for the rest of my life, and it's nothing to do with the job or anyone that I work with. It's just that I think it's very good to give yourself new challenges and new mental stimulation, and I definitely feel that I probably need that. So whether it's just learning about something new or maybe getting crafty and creative again, yeah, I don't really know. So the things that I'm questioning right now are, basically what do I want to do as a job? I'm getting to the age of 32 very soon, and I still don't feel like I know what I want to do in life, which is quite a depressing thought for me. I really thought I would have really solidified what I wanted to do in life by the age of 32, but there we go. So yeah, it's like, what do I want to do? Do I want to be employed? Do I want to be employed? Do I want to look for a new employer with a new job role, maybe a new challenge? Do I want to be self-employed? Do I want to be freelance, or do I want to do crafts and focus on that and be a creative? In an ideal world, I think that's where my heart pulls me to, is being a creative. So doing things like YouTube, blogs, creating items and gifts that people can, mainly for things like weddings and birthdays or gift boxes and things like that. There's a lot of things like that go through my head that I write down and think, oh, I can make that, and I can make it look really nice and really beautiful. So it's just trying to pinpoint what I want to do. Like I say, I'm called more to the creative side. I feel like that's where I've always been all my life. you know, for those of you who know me, I grew up as a trained dancer, essentially, from the age of 3 to 19. And yeah, I did quite a lot of work in that area in that time period. And ultimately, when the time came to go into the professional world, I just wasn't what people were looking for. I wasn't tall enough for the industry. So that obviously brings its own challenges. It's not like I can take an extra class and get better. I can't take an extra class and get taller. So that's where a lot of the roadblocks came for me as an adult in that industry, which is why I kind of shifted and moved into different areas, into more office-based roles, which I love. I do love, don't get me wrong, and they've afforded me a life that I'm very grateful for. I fully believe that if I was still a performer, that I wouldn't have met John, and I wouldn't have my wonderful husband and my baby. So, you know, everything happens for a reason, and I'm very fortunate that that happened for me at that time. But yeah, I just don't know where I want to go from here. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're in a similar situation to me, if you're in a similar time in your life or later, and you've maybe changed careers later on in life, or you're like me and you still don't really know. Yeah, leave it in the comments and we can all be confused together. Now I'm going to go on to basically home and then organisation. So my home list, well, home and organisation kind of tie in basically, because a lot of the organisation that I want to do is within the home to make the home a bit more cohesive and just make it tidier, essentially. So I've got a list of things that I need to do, and they're either organisational things or like decorative things that I would like to do. So the first one is, in our utility, I need to build in some sort of organisational structure in there, because at the moment it's just an absolute dumping ground for everything to go in. So I'm thinking of things like there's a gap in between the washer and dryer. I'm thinking maybe get a 3-tiered thin trolley that can go in there that can hold the laundry detergents and the hand wash back stock and things like that, to make proper use of that space. And then on the top, I want it to be like aesthetically pleasing on the worktop, so I can put all of my extra wooden chopping boards that don't fit in the cupboards. And I can put nice kind of little baskets and jars full of things for the utility, so like the scent boosters and things like that. So that's my thought on the utility organisation. Then in this room here, the study, the home office, I want to do some panelling, which I've marked out on the wall, the heights and things, but I want to put some panelling in, and paint the panel, so it's going to go halfway up the wall, the panelling, or 3/4 of the way up, and I want to paint that like a deep dusky pink colour. I've got a couple of paint samples which I need to swatch on the walls, and I need to order the panelling. I found the one that I want. I just need to order that and the No More Nails, and then I can crack on with that. So that is like a home project that could be quite fun. I also need to replace, I've got a metal unit with plastic drawers, and I really want to get a lower white, a bit like the wide Alex drawers from IKEA. I really want to get one of those, but it's like low so that it's not as bulky and high. So that's the plan for the study. The downstairs toilet just needs some love, basically. We haven't really done anything to it apart from put the unit in with the sink and the toilet when the extension was done, but I want to potentially tile, but only halfway tile with some honeycomb shaped tiles so it has a jagged edge at the top and not a straight edge. So I'm looking into that as a potential, but until then we just need to put some little bits in. So we need like a little bin, a toilet roll holder, and then I also want a little stand where I can store like the hand wash and some hand lotion and a nice diffuser, just to make it a bit more cosy in there really. And I want a nice mirror to go up against the above the sink, so like a circular mirror. And then I also want a picture or two to go like on the blank walls behind the toilet. So that's the downstairs loo idea. Kitchen organisation is just non-existent at the moment. I need to really go drawer and cupboard by cupboard and map out what I need. So like storage bins, you know, like the little acrylic bins, how many of those I need, what kind of ones I need, what will fit, and then yeah, the pantry is a whole other thing really, and I need to do the same with the fridge. So that's just planning and organisation basically, but then that should make the kitchen a bit more cohesive and run a bit smoother. So fingers crossed. I just need to find the time to plan that out. I need to find a window cleaner, but in the current climate with the cost of living and the price that it would cost to have the windows cleaned, it's just not a priority at the moment. So it's still on my list, but it's low down on my list until we've got the funds to do that. The downstairs windows I can do. I can do that, I just need to find the time. As with everything, when do we have the time? Now this is a biggie. I need to organise my wardrobe. And this also ties into part one, which was like my style / clothing kind of thing. My wardrobe is just, it's a mishmash of clothing items that I like but don't go together. So I need to be really brutal, and I need to try things on. If they don't fit, they're going on Vinted, or in the charity bag, and if they do fit, then I need to try and match up the items and create like a little bit of a lookbook so that I know what goes together. But yeah, that's just the whole, it's a whole thing on its own basically. We're getting down this list quick now that we've put both these home and organisation sections together. The front room, I'm calling it the front room reno because since we've had the extension done, we had a new wall put in to close the front room off, and we've basically not done anything to that room since that's happened. So there's a whole project that I want to do in there. I want to build out the chimney breast, remove the fire, build out the chimney breast, and put the TV on the wall, so sunken in, to make that a focal point. And then either side of that I want some cabinets with a top and then shelving either side so that I can put like books and pictures and things like that on the shelving, but you've got the storage space in the cupboards underneath. And then obviously when we've got like the disposable income, we really need a new sofa, and I really think a nice big L-shaped sofa would look stunning in there when it's all done, and it will make it look so cozy. So I want one of those L-shaped sofas with the big square poofs that can like push into the corner of the sofa to make it like a sofa bed type vibe. Really would like one of those. And then yeah, I want to paint it like a dark forest green. I have got sample pots, but that's what I want to do with that. I'm undecided whether I would paint the ceiling that colour as well, or whether I would leave the ceiling like an off-white colour. But yeah, I really want to do that, and I think it'll make it look so cosy and cute. So that's on the list, but then again, it's far down on the list because it's not a very big priority, and it's going to cost quite a lot of money to do it. Loft shelving. So our loft, because of the shape of our roof, is not very big, but we can put John's bought some shelving that you can put along the beams, so you can stack things on top and things underneath. So we've got the shelving, we just need to put it in, and then it means that we basically double up our loft storage. Once we've done that, we can move all of Fox's old baby clothes and his old car seat, the snooze pod, everything like that can go up in the loft out of the back bedroom, and then the back bedroom can be renovated into an actual room instead of the dumping ground. So that is quite high on the list because we've got the stuff, so we just need to find the time to do it. But that is like, again, home improvement / organisation. This is a purely cosmetic, doesn't really need doing, but there's one side of our fence which isn't a new fence because it doesn't belong to us, and I just want to paint it so it kind of blends in with the new fence that we had put in when the extension was done. So I just want to paint that, but obviously now, basically, even though we're in the middle of July, summer's over because we've had nothing but rain for weeks. So when that will get done, I have no idea, but that's just like a nice to have. Other garden related things, we also need to jet wash the patio and jet wash the drive because they're just covered in, because of all the rain, covered in like a green algae. So we just need to jet wash both of those. And then we are coming up to needing a new mattress because you need to change them every 8 years. So yeah, potentially need a new mattress, possibly a new bed. I really want one of the beds with like an ottoman, is it an ottoman bed? Where you lift it up and there's storage underneath. Yeah, so who knows? But that is basically my home organisation list for now. So yeah, I think this is a lot shorter than last week's episode, but that's pretty much it for part 2 as like a reset. I've written everything down that I need and would like to do around the house, and I'm slowly getting there with organising and planning it out. So yeah, hopefully there'll be a few videos updating and things like that. So there we go. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it really supports my channel. Don't forget to tick the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video, and hit that subscribe button to join this crazy kooky family here on my YouTube channel, and I will love you forever if you do. But until next time, have a wonderful day, and I will see you super soon. Bye!